We've got a special visitor to News Channel 5. At noon, Dr. Mehmet Oz is here in Cleveland today. In fact, he's here with us right now in a News Channel 5 exclusive. Good to have you here, Dr. Oz. Things are going well for you, I would imagine.
It's a great honor.
Oh, the honor is mine to have you on the broadcast with us today.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Channel 5 viewers are looking at you. What kind of things do you have in store for us coming up?
Well, today we did a big Watch and Win program, which actually can be accessed by everyone in Cleveland tomorrow at 3 o'clock on DrOz.com. All these wonderful tools that we're giving you that can help yourself. And some of them are just gifts out there, but the things that you can use to make your life better, we're going to start giving away to people around the country, including in Cleveland. And the reason I feel so strongly about this is we hear all the time on the show that folks don't have the money to afford to be healthy. And I want to change that. And I think we can do it together. Most of these healthy acts are not that expensive. And some of the things we can actually help you with by subsidizing and pushing it. And a good example is Know Your 5. There are 5 tests that we know drive most of aging. And 2 of them you can do at home. Your waist size and your weight. But some of them you need a little help with, like your blood sugar level and what your blood pressure is. So these are things we can actually give to you. And there's a great company in Cleveland, by the way, called Lifeline, who does it for us all over the country. And we can use their services not only as everyone else, but here in Cleveland, too.
So we need to know those 5 things. If we know those 5 things, we're ahead of the ball, ahead of the curve.
By the time you're age 50, 70% of how you age, imagine that, 70% of how you age is driven by your lifestyle. So folks don't appreciate it. In particular here, when the weather gets cold, people start putting weight on, and that big catalyst for the illnesses that we know strip away our vitality. There's diabetes that's like broken pieces of glass shards scraping the thin, delicate lining of your artery. The blood pressure that is like a fire hydrant gone crazy, squirting away the vessels that are supposed to protect you. All these things are things that you control yourself.
Dr. Oz, what else are you looking at? I know you got some big things coming up on the broadcast, and you got some undercover stuff coming up on the broadcast.
Undercover stuff I'm super excited about. A couple of things are sort of fun and playful. I went undercover as a pharmacist. I want to know what you actually talk to your pharmacist about. The best trained health professional you have, and most folks don't talk to them much. I went undercover in one of those vending machines, you know, street vendors, so I could actually see what you're ordering, see if I can talk you out of a kielbasa, and maybe something a little healthier for you, like a chicken dog. I'm also going undercover to visit our nation's biodefense system, which for the first time ever is going to allow us to come in there and share with you what our government's really worried about. Because it's not about bombs flying into buildings. It's about chemicals and biologic weapons, infections that could affect all of us and the food we eat.
Give me a little preview. What did you find? What can you say so far?
Well, there are a lot of very scary things out there, products that could be released upon us. The good news is we're getting very good at scanning and detecting infections as soon as they happen, and that's going to allow us to jump ahead. But a lot of it's going to be communication. As soon as something bad happens in Nebraska, we're going to have to talk to you, and you're going to be telling everyone out there exactly what's going on and what they need to be careful of. And then we're going to have to act quickly to get the stuff to people who need it the most.
We will look forward to all of that. Little known fact, perhaps. Well, maybe not little known fact. You were born here in Cleveland.
Clevelander, how do you like that?
How do you like that? How do you like that? What do you think about your hometown?
Well, I'm still a huge Browns fan. If I could just get to the Super Bowl just once, I'd be happy about that. You know, I love Cleveland. I spent a lot of time at the Cleveland Clinic, which I think, you know, I'm a Columbia Presbyterian in New York City. I still practice heart surgery, and I love my hospital. But the Cleveland Clinic is a unique institution in our nation, something we should all be proud of. I came and trained here with Toby Cosgrove and a great team there, and I see what the clinic has been able to do in changing the way they think about wellness. They are the vanguard of hospitals in our nation because we cannot depend on sick people getting health care. We're mortgaging our future. Our economic powers are being decimated by the fact that we are paying all that into health care. We can do better by preventing illness, and that's up to our viewers.
Do you think that we've put on our medical helmets around this country? Are we thinking more about medicine? The First Lady's talking about problems with obesity. Are we moving in the right direction, and will we get there soon?
I think we have spirited leadership, and people understand that part of our nation's future is being healthier. I would argue that we're the best educated society ever in the history of mankind about our bodies, but I don't think we're motivated yet. And that's part of the challenge. And, you know, I spent a lot of time training with Oprah before she launched me on this new show, and I'll share something with you that she always teaches me. People don't change their minds based on what they know. They change their minds based on what they feel. We have to get people emotionally engaged in this. It's got to be cool to be healthy. I was visiting one of your high schools today, talking to kids about how it's hip to understand your body, to realize how sacred it is. And once you figure out how your body works, tell people who you love. These blue bands that I wear, which we give away for free, it says just 10. Why? Because if you can lose just 10 pounds, think of this. You can reduce heart disease in half, cut osteoporosis and arthritis in half, and reduce diabetes by 60%. But only you can do it. We can give you the tools, but only you can do it.
We were looking at mentioned you just a moment ago. You and Dr. Michael Roizen. There's Dr. Roizen there.
Good-looking guy, isn't he?
You got a good thing going. The two of you out together oftentimes.
Mike is my best friend. He is a superstar. He's the chief wellness officer at the Cleveland Clinic. We write all the U-books together. It's based on a handshake friendship, and we are passionate about making sure we get the word out. And we do it in very different ways. But if we can actually make this conversation happen in people's homes, then we have survived. Because true health doesn't happen when you and I say it or Mike says it. It's when someone who's listening to us right now hears us speak, and they say, you know what? That makes sense to me. I'm going to go home and I'm going to talk about just 10 pounds over the course of a year. 1 pound a month. I can do that. Why not? I'm going to nudge the biology of blubber in the right direction. I'm going to make it happen.
If we could make you king for a day and you'd have your royal scepter and you could say, this is what happens, what would you do medically? What would you say?
I would get rid of all added sugars in our diet. I don't mind sugar if it comes with food, if it comes with nutrients. So sugar and fruits are fine. I would get rid of all the processed grains, the added sugars to sodas, the things that are really been hurting our nation because they make it easy for us to do the wrong thing. If we can make it easy to do the right thing, fight the big battles in our grocery stops so the food in our home is healthy, our kids have no choice but to eat that. Our spouses have no choice but to eat that, and it takes us in the right direction.
Are you worried about all of the signs that say, come in and for another 15 cents, we'll supersize everything for you?
Yeah, that one of our biggest challenges in America. It's bait. I mean, they're chumming the waters. It makes it very easy to get people who already have a weakness, a predisposition. And a lot of that's caused by stress. Because think about it. 1,000 years ago, stress wasn't sitting up here next to you talking to a lot of folks at home. Stress was not having enough food. And so if you didn't have enough food, what would your body tell you? Eat whatever you find, and lots of it. So our body responds chemically the exact same way. Our body says when we feel stressed, I got to eat food because I'm in danger. So we eat things we shouldn't be eating. And when I see someone whose waist size is more than half their height, my first thought is...
That's a trouble.
It's a trouble. They're not dealing with their stress right. And that's the recipe, by the way, for health disasters as well. So how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay, so 5 times 12 is 60 inches, plus 9, 69 inches, right?
Right.
Divided in half.
Is 69.
34 and a half inches.
Okay. I'm a little bit over.
Yeah.
I'm
you
about
look pretty
that much
good
over.
to me. You look good to me.
But I'm working out with weights and all of that.
Here it is. Just 10 pounds. I'm giving it to you right now.
Okay.
There you go.
Dr. Oz, I'm going to lose 10. By this time tomorrow. I don't know if I can do that, but my doctor did tell me, he did say I needed to lose a couple.
And you know, it's a simple little nudge in the right direction, but you know what? People are going to see you, going to say, you know what? My man can do it, I can do it too, and we're going to go together.
Are you concerned about what we see in the schools? I mean, when I was in school a long time ago, the only fluid I could get there other than water was milk. I mean, there was no soda machine, there was no drink machine or anything like that. Are you concerned about that?
I'm petrified about it. I have 4 children. They're in the school systems. I see what they're given to eat, and it hurts me because I know I was never allowed that option, which is thankfully how my taste buds evolved. The bigger problem is not just what they're eating today, but they're not learning to eat right, which is a behavioral issue, but more importantly, our taste buds mature as we eat the right foods. The average child has to be exposed to a taste about 12 times before they'll finally say, you know what, I guess the broccoli's okay. And if you don't do that, you know, one thing, a fries and a soda and a hamburger at age 5 is normal. Kids have very simple taste buds. They're supposed to. They're not supposed to take chances. But when you're 35, if you want the same food, that's a problem.
I had kids coming to my door last night for Halloween. I had 7 bags of candy. We gave out 3 bags of candy. What do I do with these other 4 now? Don't eat them.
Don't eat them. Throw them away. don't even give them to charity. Just toss them.
Because they're not good.
I did the same thing, by the way. I'm not a food Nazi. I want people enjoying food for what it is, and the sacredness of it is what makes sense. So last night we handed out candy as well. But at the end of the evening, it's done. It's a one-night event. It's not the norm.
Leave us with a final thought, Dr. Mehmet. Something that we can take home, that we can live on, literally live on. Leave us with a final thought.
Yeah, if I could throw one number at you, it's the number 10,000. It's the number of steps that we have seen for all of humans' existence have given us the longevity that we need. If you can stay physically intact and avoid the frailty that hurts so many of us, it is the key to longevity, and it always will be. What kills Americans is not cancer and heart disease by themselves. If I get rid of all the cancer in America, I'd extend our life expectancy 2.8 years. That's it. What kills us is we get frail. We don't have the muscle mass anymore, and especially for the women who are paying attention to this. The reason you gain weight is you lose the metabolic furnace to burn off calories. So keep walking. You can do it every day. You won't hurt yourself doing it. Make it part of your day. Park further from the mall. Walk up the steps at work. Don't use the elevator. Build the muscle mass that we know will keep you strong. It will also burn off your calories. You know you're making a difference in the lives of millions of people. You've got that television camera out there which goes nationwide. You've got that television camera, and you're preaching to them, and I think they're listening.
and we thank you for everything that you're doing to keep us healthy.
Well, God bless you. It's been a very gratifying experience, but it's not a talk show, it's a listening show.
Okay.
You'll change it. Please make the conversation happen. When we go off the air, talk to people that you love.
And thank you for the wristband.
Just 10?
10 pounds. So I'm going to lose it. I promise you I'm going to do that.
Stay well.
Dr. Mehmet Oz, by the way, you can see Dr. Mehmet Oz 10 o'clock on Monday through Friday here on Channel 5. So we're going to take a break. Thanks for being with us, Doc.
Be back at 5.
The doctor's in the house. And that's a good deal. Back in a moment.